The Korean Peninsula is on the brink. A Russian defense ally shoots down an aircraft allegedly linked to a U.S. ally, sparking fears of a dangerous escalation. And this flashpoint erupts as the world is on fire, from South America to Europe to West Asia. North Korea has accused South Korea of direct violation of its sovereignty. Pyongyang claimed Seoul invaded its airspace by launching a drone. To back the explosive claim, North Korea released the images that show wreckage of a drone scattered on the ground in a forest area in an undisclosed location. Pyongyang also claims that it has retrieved flight data from the drone, along with several damaged devices and a map. Pyongyang further added that the drone was equipped with surveillance cameras to record major North Korean facilities. North Korea said a South Korean drone flew into its airspace on January 4th. According to the KCNA news agency, the North Korean military said the enemy drone originated from an island in the South Korean city of Incheon, flew 8 kilometers before it was shot down inside North Korean airspace. This is not the first claim. North Korea previously accused South Korea of sending a drone over Pyongyang in October 2024. Before that, on September 27th, North Korea claimed a similar incident, and DPRK forces brought down a drone over Kaesong. KCNA now calls South Korea the most hostile enemy and warns provocations continue even after regime change in Seoul. South Korea has meanwhile strongly denied North Korean claims. The South Korean defense minister stressed on Saturday that the drone shown in pictures released by DPRK is not a model operated by South Korea. South Korean President Lee Jae-myung ordered a thorough investigation into the case to ensure no private or unsanctioned groups were involved in the case.
Today, North Korea announced through a statement by its General Staff Department that our unmanned aerial vehicle, UAV, had intruded into North Korean territory. According to the findings of the initial investigation, our military does not possess the drone in question, nor did we operate any drones during the time period specified by North Korea on the date it cited. As for the possibility that a drone may have been operated from the civilian sector, we will conduct a thorough investigation in cooperation with relevant government agencies. We have no intention of provoking or escalating tensions with North Korea, and we will continue to pursue practical measures and sustained efforts to ease inter-Korean tensions and build mutual trust.
The timing of North Korea's drone claim is notable. It comes just before North Korea's 9th Party Congress. The meeting will set the stage for cementing leader Kim Jong-un's rhetoric that South Korea is a foreign and hostile nation. Since taking office in June last year, Lee's government has pushed hard to reopen talks with North Korea and reconcile the rivals. But North Korea has steadfastly rebuffed Lee's overture. Just days ago, North Korea fired ballistic missiles. The launches marked Pyongyang's first missile test in 2 months, sending projectiles into the sea between the Koreas and Japan. Shockwaves are rippling across East Asia today as North Korea fires ballistic missiles just hours after the U.S. military captured Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro. The launches mark Pyongyang's first missile test in 2 months, sending projectiles into the sea between the Koreas and Japan. The move comes as South Korea's President Lee Jae-myung begins a state visit to China, North Korea's closest ally. Experts say the missiles were a clear message to Beijing, signaling Pyongyang's objection to closer ties between China and South Korea. At the same time, analysts say the tests demonstrate North Korea's readiness to respond aggressively, contrasting its nuclear and military posture with Venezuela's current crisis. South Korea and Japan condemned the launches. Seoul convened an emergency security meeting, urging Pyongyang to halt provocative acts that violate United Nations Security Council resolutions.
North Korea launched at least 2 ballistic missiles toward the east from near its west coast between 7 o'clock and 8 o'clock this morning. As for the details, Japan, the US, and South Korea are currently working closely together to analyze the situation, but we estimate that the missiles fell outside Japan's exclusive economic zone in the Sea of Japan. In addition, there is a possibility that both ballistic missiles flew on irregular trajectories, and we are continuing to analyze this. The first missile was launched at around 7:54 a.m., reached a maximum altitude of about 50 kilometers, and flew approximately 900 kilometers. The second missile was launched at around 8:05 a.m., reached a maximum altitude of about 50 kilometers, and flew approximately 950 kilometers. Regarding this launch, our country lodged a stern protest and strongly condemned North Korea through the embassy route in Beijing. Whatever their intentions may be, North Korea's nuclear and missile development threatens the peace and stability of our country and the international community, and is absolutely unacceptable. The Ministry of Defense will continue to make every effort to gather information, analyze and conduct surveillance and monitoring of North Korea's military activities, working closely with the United States and other partners.
The missiles, launched around 7:50 a.m. local time, flew approximately 900 to 950 kilometers. Meanwhile, North Korea's leader, Kim Jong-un, has ordered a doubling of tactical guided weapons production, following multiple factory visits and oversight of missile tests ahead of the 9th Party Congress, which will outline major policy goals for the regime. South Korea hopes Beijing will help promote peace on the peninsula, as Lee Jae-myung prepares to meet Chinese President Xi Jinping during his state visit. Analysts say the unusually short interval between meetings signals China's interest in boosting economic collaboration, even as relations with Japan remain tense over Taiwan. With tensions rising from Pyongyang to Washington, the Korean Peninsula remains on high alert as missile tests, nuclear ambitions, and global geopolitics collide.